Hello guys, this is actually take 2 of this video. I don't know what happened, but welcome back to Mario Strikers Battle League, my blind playthrough of this game. In the last episode, we left off doing some cup battles, most noticeably Chain and Cannon Cup. We won those pretty handily. Now we're going to move on to Turbo Cup. Speaking of which, yes, I did try to do this cup before, and it wasn't a fail or anything. My video just had some messed up things, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully, it works better. But anyways, we're going with a specific team that I think I've mentioned before, because these are my favorite characters I happen to pick, and then I could just do Donkey Kong in for balance and some other stuff. We're gonna do Comets, because that's a team selection we haven't done yet. But beyond that, yes. Last time we did the Chain Cup, and now we're doing Turbo Cup. Now, because I started a new thing, the teams are going to be a bit different this time around, unfortunately. I was hoping that I would be able to get this on the first try, but something weird happened, and I don't know why, but my recording just kind of cut out. So we're going to try this again. To keep it more consistent as well, we're going to do an intro right off the bat this time, where we can showcase our intros, and we'll start to show a bit more cutscenes. Obviously, I do skip these a lot in my videos, but I figure at least once, for those of you who are just coming in, I should at least show this once, just to both even it out, and also have some other stuff. Now, previously I faced off against Luigi the last time. Now we're facing off against actually Yoshi this time. And this team does not actually have any gear this time. Okay, that was our own fault for not getting a ball, let's be honest. So, we're just gonna skip that animation because I don't feel good about it. I said I would show the animations and I just completely chose not to. But anyways, now we get an even goal. Okay, there we go. I probably should have told Toad's animation, although even just looking at it, it seems like a lot of his buddies come out, which I guess makes sense for Toad. After all, he's not one, he is multiple. He's just one of many Toads. So that actually is kind of, oh my gosh. This time around, the CPU is kind of hyperactive today. Last time, the CPU was hardly shooting at all for some reason, and on the other hand, I was shooting quite a bit, and now they're suddenly doing lots of wiki shots right off the bat. Good grief. And of course, by the way, in case you didn't know, my strategy is pretty much all aggression and doing other stuff. And yes, I'm checking to make sure I'm recording this time, because, yeah, that was kind of bad when that happened. Oh, I just realized this is a remake of one of the other themes. And yes, unlike some of the other teams, this team is starting to dodge a lot more frequently than other teams. Luigi in particular seems to be really nimble and just, it's like dodge, 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 dodge. Toad. Let me score for once. Oh, I missed that somehow. This has a wide hyper strike window, and I just missed that, of all things. Honestly, though, I think yeah, I already have a lead, so it doesn't matter until it does. I'm gonna start mashing A. Ah, frick. If I had gotten the ball, I could have shotted it right away and maybe gotten a goal, because Boo Boo gets stunned for quite a bit after, even if you stop the goal. And there we go. Alright.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Alright. No reason to show that. Oh wait, this is the Donkey Kong theme. I just realized it because we're playing on the Donkey Kong one. That makes sense all of a sudden. Of course, there isn't unique arenas in this game. Instead, they take the arenas and put them into sides, and then they put them together to form one arena. So usually it's mixed up, but this time around it's actually the same arena, which is cool actually. And that means you can mix and match different arenas, and they may have different effects, although so far it doesn't actually seem that way. Oh, that just missed the goal altogether. Okay, that was almost a perfect. Of course, this isn't a perfect video without showing off Yoshi's Hyper Strike at least once, which is really cute. Just lays a big egg and then sends it at the enemies. Oh, there we go. See, that's what I was trying to do. Because elbow gets stunned for such a long time, if you happen to just get the ball and mash A, you can just do a shot right on the goal and get one like that. So, yeah, that's a cheap trick if anybody wants to use that. So, in a way, you can turn even a bad Hyper Strike into a single goal, which means your opponent will have to be really close. Oh, and this Yoshi doesn't seem to be feeling up to it. Yeah, Yoshi has a crying animation of this game because apparently nowadays they have to put Yoshi crying in there somewhere. Oh, he dodged it that time. See, the AI is getting smarter now. As you go into the later matches, and this will continue in like the harder cups later, they'll start dodging a lot more stuff, so the same cheap tactics won't work for long. Although, since it's still the David LT, it's still pretty easy for the most part. And yeah. And of course, I put in Donkey Kong just to have a heavy teammate, so that way he cannot be tackled. And of course, I buffed his shot up as high as possible, which explains why... I'm not sure if I should have done that, because if they're about to score here, then that's gonna... Yeah, just like I said, the Hyper Strike's just gonna wear out. Also, we haven't seen Waluigi's score yet, so we are gonna show off his animation, which is pretty cool, by the way. This is the only time I can show it off, so may as well show it off. Okay, it looks like you do keep the Hyper Strike. Oh, he almost blocked me. That was close. This is probably not going to score. Of course, how likely it is to score is how many tries you get. If you perfectly get one of them but don't get the other, you have a decent chance of scoring. But with this, it becomes much less likely to score. So again, we need to be ready to get the ball and use that cheap trick from earlier. Nice, we got a close shot that time. I also just realized, part of another reason why the other CPU was probably scoring is they probably were shooting closer to the net, which makes sense because if you shoot closer to the net and aim properly, then it's even easier to get it in. So I guess that would make sense. I should know that now. I should remember that by the time I go back into the Striker's Charge tutorial, because getting closer to the net means we'll score much easily. Too early there. Now I kind of feel a bit off in my timing. Previously, I was really good at this. And yes, people do get knocked out of the way. Ooh, and we got it in.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
And there we go. Almost done. Also, first time we've gotten 10 goes on our opponents. You know what? Since it's close to being over, we could just stall here. And there we go. Bam. And just like that, we're done. And of course, I have to show off his setting. Yoshi's and Oshi's victory animation is super cute. Just eat a bunch of fruit. And also the audience kind of throws food at us too. Right? And now we have the Pipes team. Oh, we haven't seen this one. Quite interesting. A team named the Pipes. Let's see how this one will play out, shall we? I'm gonna skip the animation this time around because we don't want to take forever on this. Oh, I guess having a pipe thing also with the... Oh. I was about to say, if that combo had worked, that would have been a really cool highlight, but unfortunately it did not work, despite being really close to the goal there. See, sometimes Boom Boom can just miss some really dumb shots, but then other times, Boom Boom will just, like, hit other stuff. Also, I just realized Rosalina's on the team. I don't believe we see her much either. We've seen Mario quite a bit, and Toad also more recently, but we haven't seen Rosalina much. If I were to say, she would probably been my other character choice, although I like Peach better. That's why I went with her. It would have been awkward to have two princesses anyways. Okay, so that lob shot worked well, because Boom Boom didn't really get a chance to grab that. I don't really aim perfectly, like in a specific spot with the control stick. I kind of just move it up in random directions. And so my shots kind of just go all over the place, but it works, because if Boom Boom can't stop it, then that'll help out a lot, because adding that means the shots can go any number of various ways. Okay, and there we go. Alright. Another one.
Oh no! Mamma mia!
Mamma mia, indeed. Yeah, this Mario isn't feeling it seems. Okay, so I guess a bit of a correction. Their Mega Strike setup does stay on, even if you get a goal. I guess more conveniently, it was just that one time where I... Oh. Okay, they didn't get one off. Good. Hyper Strikes, well, especially Mega Strikes, could be really dangerous if they got off by the enemy team, because since they can store free on 6 goals at a time, it'll be a lot more profitable than just scoring 1 goal at a time. And so, yeah, if you were not in the game, they were really hard to deal with. You pretty much had to do either your own Mega Strike to counter it, or do other stuff. Now, the timing has kind of been altered slightly. Originally, when ending the first charge strike or whatever, the Mega Strike, it was really easy to get the 6 timing down easily enough, but the timing for the fastest speed was probably like down to like the frame or something. It was so bad that it was like probably a 15 or 10 frame window, in other words, not a huge window, to get the best possible Mega Strike. And so it was actually pretty difficult to get, but you could reasonably get 6. Whereas here they changed it to make the first part of the timing easier, so now getting the first part... Oh, I can't even attack him now. He has a star. So we pretty much had that goal given to them. And yes, I couldn't do anything. Mario with the superstar power-up. Since he got the ball, there was nothing really I could do. Speaking of which, maybe I should do that more. Maybe I should use that to get close-up shots, although I never really have gotten one of those yet, because they haven't been really getting much items. In case you didn't notice, I don't focus a lot on items. I'm more into... Okay, there we go. We got it perfect this time. Alright. Bam! Slapped him right in the face there. Oh, and he is apparently furious with all my scoring. It's a good thing we got to see this animation again, because it's really cool. Boom is furious with all my scoring because he doesn't seem to be doing a good job, or rather, I am doing a better job. Oh, great. Now this again. I could still block the shot, but once this happens, is usually nothing you can do. So you know what? I'm going to show the animation off. Yep, I was right. He has friends. Specifically, green and blue friends. I think it was intended for him to be red, because his color is similar to the others, but... yeah, there you go. And, yeah. Again, there was nothing I could do to stop it. And also, they have another star power-up. I'm not gonna lie, that star power-up is really annoying. And they're gonna get it off again. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank goodness they didn't score again. Okay, sheepers. They've done that a third time. Perhaps I should have mistaken the CPU for maybe not being better than I thought. Good grief. Keep in mind, it's random which power-up you get, so them getting this many superstars is kind of annoying. Oh, I should have went a lot sooner on that. Speaking of which, since there is a superstar power-up, and everything, I would imagine that they would probably have a way to use that before doing other stuff. Okay, they don't seem to know how to use items properly, otherwise they would have used the superstar power-up again here. And yes, once you stop their Hyper Strike goal, they don't even get a chance to do anything. I was about to say, it's about time I get a good power-up for a change. There we go. There we go, that's more like it.
Oh, no.
Mamma mia. Oh my goodness, that mushroom power-up is kind of busted when you use it right. The only problem is that doesn't really leave you with much of a defense. Okay. Okay, this is not a good shot. You know what? Yeah, let's just let it run out. Obviously, I wouldn't let it run out if I was close to losing. There we go. Alright. You know what? I may as well show that victory animation each time just because Yoshi's victory animation is that good. Oh, and we get to face the pipes again, so they get kind of a revenge match here. I need to mention that because, yes, you can do revenge matches in this. Apparently, if you lose any battle in the game, or more specifically, any duel at all, then you will be able to challenge the same opponents you just faced again. But it'll cost you coins to do that. Or you could just take the loss and move on, but if you take 2 losses in a tournament, the tournament is over. As far as I'm aware, this can only happen in cup battles. I feel like it could have also happened in online battles too, given you'll face an opponent that you probably could have beaten but fail. So I know I'm no stranger that rematch is definitely a thing that probably is in the game, but revenge match is something all too different. I'm guessing it's just basically a second chance button. If you spend coins, yes, it apparently costs coins, then you can get a second chance to do stuff. Oh, hello. Oh, I hit my own teammate with that. You need to be careful when you aim your items, as you can sometimes hit your own teammate using that. It would have been smarter to just wait and use the item after they've used theirs. Oh, look at that. That shot just went like up into the air and then down. Again, I don't really have settings of how I aim the ball. I just kind of move the stick wherever, and that's what decides whether or not it goes in. I could potentially send it to the ground, although I prefer not to because the high shots Boo Boo tends to miss from time to time. I'm gonna go back and get this. Ah, orange twice. I was hoping I'd get it perfect. It's not easy to get it perfect all the time. And of course, if you're using a technique character, then it's even easier to hit the specific thing. Oh, and he didn't stop it. I like how he stopped one where I've got one perfect one and one orange timing, but this one he couldn't stop for some reason. I don't know what's up with Food Boom today, but it is what it is. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I do believe this game has a hard mode, but due to other reasons and other stuff, I think I'm gonna only be playing the 6 cups in this mode. Although, if you want me to play more, just ask in the comments and I could maybe play through it. I'll show it more, of course, once we get to it, but first of course, we have to beat the game. Since the cup mode is the only thing that's in the game, of course, once I beat the last cup, that'll be it. Mario I've already seen a lot of animations for, so I can just skip his. I like how they tried to get back at one, and then the moment we get one, we just even it up immediately. Mom, me. Nice. Of course, when we're closer to the net, it's more likely that we get a goal, so that does make a big difference. Okay, so speed doesn't seem to be working for them either, because again, they aren't focused on strength, so they don't have any reasonable chance of getting goals. Strength and technique are the ones I'm most worried about, because with technique, they'll be able to do mega strikes more easily, and they'll also be faster, and probably both of those will just allow them to score more frequently. Oh, come on. I was trying to do a quick attack there. That's so close to working, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna get that. Oh, he tried to get me with the bomb on, but he was really late. Again, I'm kind of just using whatever, so whatever happens to go in, goes in, and that's that. Simple as that. And yep, I am still recording. I have to check that every now and then. Because after all, I didn't... there goes the stupid star trick again. I swear, the next time I get a superstar, I am doing that. Like going straight up to the net and doing that. And I know that that exists now. I'm not any stranger to it. I just never seem to get the superstar. I always get the mushroom or something else, whereas they are just they seem like they cheat and get, like, all the superstars, because they've gotten, like, 4 superstars. I've gotten, what, like, maybe 1 in the entire playthrough so far? Okay, that was gonna go in, because it was really close to them.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Now that I think of it, other than a couple of shots, most of the CPU goals have also been goals that are closer to the goal, although occasionally Boom Boom does miss a few. Although the thing that makes it weird is they never seem to use a super shot. Of course, when he gets up to the net, they use a charge shot like normal, but... Ooh, okay. He messed up big time. He is the star, but it was a bit late as we are already storing the ball for him, so that time it did not work. Oh. Alright, I deserve all that. And he did the shot cancel too. I also need to remember that people can cancel their shots in the game, so... When he saw that I was getting close, he actually tried to dodge the shot. Sometimes they won't always do that. And yes, you can cancel your shot at any time by pressing R, and if you press R at a certain time, you can actually do a dodge instead of just canceling your shot normally. So really, you should just be using R to cancel your shots. This time I went a bit closer to the goal, although it didn't really matter in the end. Okay, we're really destroying them this time around. Now we're up 11 goals. I think while we're here, we may as well see how many goals we can get in the time limit. That's probably the fun thing. Instead of going for the minimalist goals possible, it'd be more fun to see how many goals we can get against them. It's just more fun that way. Ah, darn it. I was hoping I could do the quick shot trick. I know how to do that, it's just that every single person... Oh, I'm not going to get to this in time, so... May as well have her show off while she can, because this is probably the only time we're going to see Rosalina's ultimate. Oh, she turns it into combat. I didn't realize that. That's cute. I didn't see it, but I think he only perfected one of those. Oh! Okay, so it's not random. Apparently, you can choose to stop it. You see, I thought it was all luck, but apparently all you have to do is mash. Well, now we know. Of course, the game never tells you about it. The game never tells you that there is a random option. I just thought it was completely random because for the CPUs, it is random whether or not they stop it or not. But for you, you can actually skill time it. Of course, it'll probably be more difficult depending on the goal, although it didn't really matter in the end. We still won with a landslide because we were really ahead in that one. But at the very least, we won the game. And there we go. And that is the end of the tournament. I like how the trophy kind of gets teleported in from another dimension. Alright. There we go. We're done with that. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the Muscle Cup in the next video. And since we did a cup, that means it's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video where we go to the Muscle Cup. Oh, this is going to be really scary. If a team is focused on strafe, we're likely going to see lots of tackles and lots of strong shots. So yeah, this could be really scary. So hopefully we can win, although the CPU doesn't always seem the best, so who knows. But anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!